Yes.
We shall. Sal Inserra is a CPA, an audit partner, and Atlanta office managing partner with Crowe Horwath. Who is somewhere in this area. Sal has over 30 years experience in accounting and auditing. He specializes in working with SEC registered companies and has significant experience in strategic planning and stock offerings. Now, Sal's coworkers tell us that everybody knows when he's in the office because he's loud and insists upon announcing his presence. I should mention that Sal is from Brooklyn. So here to announce his presence in his stand-up comedy debut, let's give some love to Mr. Sal Inserra.
I'm here. Hey, just 1 second, please. Give yourself all a great round of applause for being part of this great event. It's not what you're thinking. It's just to take this off my bucket list. It wasn't what you were thinking. Hopefully all of you make it next week when I'll be at the Pony. And I'm going to be doing another thing off my bucket list. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. This is the pole I'm working with today. Hey, Johnny, I know there wasn't a bathing suit competition, but you do got a good view. Anyway, as Tommy mentioned, my name is Sal, and I was born in Brooklyn. I knew to be somebody from Brooklyn here. There was a Cadillac outside that was stolen. I was raised Italian, which that goes with the Cadillac, and I'm also pretty good at math, which makes me not an accountant. That makes me a bookie. Except when you're this size. Because when you're trying to collect from somebody, like, hey, Joey, you owe me $25. Get the hell out of here. I mean, I need to be like, hey, someone that guy's size over there in order to get that kind of money. I've been married for almost 30 years. I really don't know how many. My wonderful, beautiful bride is over here. She'll probably be my bride all the way to the end of this. So we've been married for about 30 years, and I suffer from a self-diagnosed Tourette's/ADHD, which means I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, and I don't know when. So she knows this, and she's known it for a very long time. And as a result, sometimes she'll go up to people and she'll say, in advance, she'll apologize because I'm sorry, that's my husband. And then sometimes it gets really bad where she takes out the comma and it's just, I'm sorry, that's my husband. It would hurt if I had any feelings, but I don't. I've got 3 wonderful children. Two of them here that I know of. My wife is really good at keeping secrets. I mean, there's got to be more. And the only reason why I say there's got to be more is because we're either buying Publix by the brick or there's more children that we're feeding. I just don't understand it. As I mentioned, I'm a married man with children. And any other married men with children here? Do you remember the last time you had control of your weekend calendar? Nah, hell no. You got things like you got your honey-do lists, you got your weekend soccer that starts at the break of dawn. Who thought of this? I mean, every day I get up at 5:45 to go to work. Why not get up at 5:15 to go at the soccer fields? And then every once in a while, my bride will tell me that we've been invited to a party for friends that I don't know. It's some of her friends. Now, I'm perfectly fine with dragging her to a business dinner where she knows nobody there. I'm fine with that because it doesn't affect me none. But if you're going to drag me to one of those events, it's going to be uncomfortable, and I'm an accountant, so I'm not like a social butterfly or nothing. And so one day she told me we were going to this event, and hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We went to a co-ed baby shower. There ain't nothing funny about that. That's painful. And here's the reason why it's painful. In order to go to an event like that, you have to have an ooh-ah gene. You do. And guys don't have an ooh-ah gene. We just don't do it. I mean, we chest bump, we fist bump. What the hell? You know, no ooh-ah gene. So let me give you an example. So Mother to be, she picks the biggest box. And as a guy, the biggest box is exciting, right, guys? It's going to be something good. And she rips it open, and it's a diaper genie. Ooh. Ah. This is something you store biological waste in. How could that I mean, if anything, that's a yuck. I mean, if you're going to buy me something to handle diaper waste, do me a favor. You know, you remember those air conditioners that went in the windows, those things that go in the window? See, well, give me something where I can hook it up to a window with a bullseye. Change the little princess, bullet in the ball, step back, 3, out the window. That's the way you dispose of waste. With any luck, the neighbor's cat takes it to somebody else. You don't have to deal with that diaper ever again. Then you got the games. The games are very exciting. Very exciting, the games. Some of the games, you know, like the don't say the baby game. Because if you say the word baby, you're eliminated from the game. You're thrown off the goddamn island. And if you survive the apocalypse, what you get is a baby bottle full of jelly beans. Ooh! Now I'm excited. How about we change the rules just a tad? Just a tad. What we do is, every time someone says the word baby, you do a shot. Now you got yourself a party. That's what I'm talking about. Some of you already done a couple of shots. Thank you very much. Then at some point in time, you gotta have if you're gonna invite the guys, you gotta have a game for the guys, designed for the guys. Who out there plays fantasy football? Yeah! 17 weeks of pain and suffering. So what I got is, I got this pool. Here's the pool. What you do is, you get the money together, and the bet is, after the birth of the child, you want to know how many weeks before he gets any. Wait. You all are thinking the wrong thing. We ain't talking about Whoopi. We're talking about sleep. Whoopi put him in this position in the first place. I mean, think about it. Baby's born. You know, caveman had it right. I'm pretty sure. I don't think a caveman got up in the middle of the night and went, I got this, hun. No. And God never really intended for men to have to feed children. And the reason why I know that, guys don't have functioning boobs. No functioning boobs. And I'm very thankful that guys don't have functioning boobs. Because if they did, I wouldn't know their eye color either. Thank you. Functioning boobs got the laugh. So, and then at some point in time, you realize that feeding or not feeding as a new parent, you're not going to get any sleep. And the reason why you're not going to get any sleep is because there's no instructions on the tuchus of the child to tell you the things that you need to expect. Like for instance, most of you had baby monitors in the baby's room so you can make sure they were breathing, right? Well, my solution to this is God should have fixed that. A nice, quiet baby is not going to do the trick. What I want is a baby that snores like your grandmother. Then you don't have to get out of bed. You know that there's a problem. After you get past the fear of your child dying in the middle of the sleep and the fact that you don't have functioning boobs, well, the guys at least, you get to a point where they start teething. In my house, one of our princesses, the way you cured her of this problem was you got a ninny, a pacifier, an elongated nipple you can't find in I mean, really, have you ever seen one like that? If you did, please send me a picture. And so we would put the princess into bed, and you shove the cork in her mouth, I mean the pacifier, I mean the elongated nipple in her mouth, and bam, asleep in about 10 seconds. And what I would do is I'd get the hell out of the room, get into bed just as quick as possible, and the reason why I got into bed as soon as possible is you know what's gonna happen. At some point in time, that ninny's gonna fall out. And when it does, it sounds like a foghorn. Woo! I mean, you don't want that in the middle of the night. You just don't want that. So, one evening, before I put the princess to bed, and I stuck the cork in her mouth, I turned around to my wife and I said, hey, I got a plan here. We're gonna make sure it stays in her mouth all night. And I said, I'm gonna go to the garage and get duct tape. At which point in time, my bride looked at me and she goes, I'm sorry you're my husband. That's all my time. My name is Sal Inserra.